Hi Yashika, good morning. How are you
Hi,
today?
Karan. Good morning. I'm good. How about you? How is
I'm
it going
doing
for
good.
you?
Doing good. Thank you for asking. And at Lilac Buds, I would say that it's going good for us. Good MBA admits with scholarships which our students are receiving, which is always encouraging. And before we start, Yashika, and you start talking about your experiences working with us, I would like
Sure.
to congratulate you for getting into some of the top MBA programs with good amount of scholarships.
Thank you so much, Karan. I think thanks for support from your team as well that have helped me in this entire journey and to get those admissions with those good amount of scholarships over there. So yeah.
Great. So, Yashika, for our viewers and other students, prospective MBA students who would obviously look at this experience video of yours, why don't we start with a quick introduction of yourself?
Sure. So yeah, I think by now they must know my name, Yashika, and I am an electrical engineering graduate, and I have 4+ years of experience in consulting and product development. So I began with my MBA journey, I think last year. I started around June of 2022. So basically, MBA for me was going to be a next step in my career growth, and
Great.
that is.
And quickly, so that our students or viewers know, could you take us through your status as of now? Which schools did you apply to? From where have you got admits and the scholarships which you got?
Sure. So I actually applied to total of 6 schools, out of which I was able to get convert 3. So and two with the fellowship. So I got I converted UNC, Vanderbilt, and Schulich, and from UNC and Vanderbilt I got more than 70% of scholarship. Then talking about the other 3 schools, I am waitlisted currently over there and still awaiting a result from those. So
Okay,
hoping
great.
for the best.
And keeping fingers crossed, I
Yeah,
hope,
sure.
we strongly hope that you get those converts as soon as possible. Great. So Yashika, obviously, so you mentioned that you started the process last year in June, right?
Right.
And I'm sure that once you made up your mind that you would want to go to a top MBA program abroad, so there is a genuine question as to who should I enroll with for MBA admissions consulting, right? So could you take us through your thought process? What went in your head when you decided to enroll with Lilac Buds? Basically, what were the, I would say, decision pointers which made you enroll with us that point in time?
So, Karan, I'll say that it was slightly very easier for me. And I would honestly say that I did not personally go around talking to a lot of consultants over there, although Rajiv sir did suggest me that. But I think I was very convinced in our first conversation only. And apart from that, it was that the people around me, I'll say that a lot of people around me are 1 year senior to me in their MBA journey. So I had already seen their experiences with different consultants. And it was through one of my friends only who was enrolled with you, and I think she had a really good experience. Madam, she got interview invites from all the colleges that she applied for you, and her journey with you was also smooth. So I had that first look experience, I'll say, of her working with you. So she recommended Lilac Buds to me, and then I had that first conversation with Rajiv sir, and what I liked most about that conversation was that in that first conversation only I got a lot of clarity. Matlab, he spent that time to know about my background and a lot of my doubts, a lot of questions about, because when you start applying for MBA, you come with that mindset, okay, I need to go for top 10 colleges only. But he took that in that first discussion only. He sat down with me, he took that time with me, to help me figure out what actually where I want to be and do those colleges fit in that journey. So I think it's very rare that the consulting firms sit down and have those kind of conversations with you. And I was yet to start with my GMAT. I hadn't given my GMAT, and I was aiming for round 1, and giving that kind of support that we are here to help you with your GMAT journey as well. So I think that was another convincing factor for me.
Okay, great.
get
And
it.
Yashika, you mentioned one important point that whenever anyone thinks about doing an MBA from a top school abroad, he or she has one thing in mind, that I would want to go to a Harvard or a Stanford or a Wharton or a top 10, right? But what we need to realize is that yes, those are amazing schools, but what fits to your profile might be completely different, and that might be a better school for you, right? Which might help you with your career aspiration.
Agreed.
So it's a very important point, I would say, that which you highlighted very rightly on this video, and which we would like our prospective students or viewers to understand, right? And so Yashika, also, would you want to probably highlight a bit more about the portal experience? How did the Lilac Bard's admissions consulting portal streamline the process for you or smoothen the entire experience for you?
I think that I had a very great portal experience. I think the portal made the entire journey quite slightly easier for me. And I think the best thing that I like about the portal was that it was very easier to communicate. Like if I am working on an essay over there, I can just edit that, keep that draft over there, and simultaneously my mentor, probably it was Rajiv, so they can go and look over there. So, and the corrections also, I can keep a track of whatever the corrections are being made over there. So it was a quite interactive kind, and the material resources that are provided on the portal, they were also quite helpful for me. And apart from that, the video interviews, most of the colleges, they have those Kira interviews over there, and to provide a similar kind of experience, I think that was really, really helpful for me while preparing for those interviews and cracking them over there. So that's one.
Great. And I'll pass on your positive feedbacks to my tech team, because they're working day in and out to make this portal better, right? Okay, so finally, you've talked about Mr. Rajiv a couple of times on this video, and he happens to be one of our most senior experts with extensive experience in the industry. So would you want to get into a bit more details about how the process went along, and how were his experience and insights helpful for you throughout the process?
I think, Karan, I already mentioned it at the start also, that I think in the first conversation only, the way he made me feel comfortable about this entire journey. Because, when you're starting onto this MBA journey, it's kind of a big decision for you. When you're embarking on this, it's going to be slightly tough, it's going to take a lot of time, and while you're working and then managing all those things. So it's a big decision that you're making over there. And I think he helped me a lot in terms of that. And, I think the first and foremost thing that he helped me was to figure out the colleges that best fit for me, which we already discussed. Because I think rather than just blindly going in there and applying to all those top 10, 20, just for the sake of that, because of the ranking, I think he really actually helped me to figure that out. And because of that, we were able to keep that list of colleges also very short but concise and fit to my profile over there. Short and concise and fit to my profile. And I think it's very evident in the results that, we were able to get a really good result out of those lists. So I think from the start only, the process has been really good for me. Even during my GMAT journey also, I think he has been really a big support. Even during those times also, if I had to reach out to him with any help related to my mocks, or not being if I was facing any difficulties in my time management or other things, I think there also, not just the application part, but that part also, he helped me a lot. And the journey was very smooth, but I think even the most, I'll say, the stressful part of this entire journey is while you're waiting for the results, once you're done with your applications. But I still remember, I still remember reaching out to him while I was waiting for the results also, 10th. And, at that point of time also, he provided me with that kind of support that it's fine. So I think that was also very important when you're going through that entire process. And even after I got the admits that related to my scholarship negotiations or any other things, I think there also he helped me a lot with starting those conversations. So I think after the admission also, Lilac Bird was always there for me. So that's great.
Great to know your positive experience working with Mr. Rajiv as well as the team at the back end. And finally, Yashika, so you have a couple of great admits from some of the most competitive MBA programs, right? You've gone through the entire experience or the journey very recently. So what would be your key takeaways from the experience, or what would be your nuggets, right, which you would like to pass on to other MBA aspirants who are looking to apply to top programs abroad?
So I think the one important suggestion that I'll give to them is to invest themselves completely in the process. Like, I think even the application process also, rather than seeing those applications as a task, I think it's very important that they invest themselves completely in that process, because even those applications, they help you a lot to figure about like your goals, and even like figure about yourself also. I think while I was going through all those applications, I was listing down whatever I had done in those past year, like what are my goals, where I'm seeing myself further down the line. I think it brought a lot of clarity towards me, a lot of things that we usually miss out on our journey. So to just sit down and just look back at those things, I think one needs to invest themselves. And apart from that, I think one other advice I'll give is, I think that this is something we have discussed a lot of time in this entire conversations, but yes, like just figure out the schools that best fit to your profile. Just don't blindly go into applying the schools out there. Just take some time out there, filter out what are the schools that fit best for you, not only your profile wise, but also the environment wise, like whatever the universities you are looking forward to. Filter that out and then focus your time and energy on those applications, rather than just going blindly over there and applying to 20, 30 or 15 colleges just for the sake of it. So that.
Great. I'm sure, Yashika, these nuggets of wisdom from your side coming after going through the process very recently will be very helpful for our students or anyone looking to apply to top MBA programs and pursue a degree from there. So great. I guess, Yashika, I would say thanks a lot for taking out time today and getting into this quick chat with me. And thanks a lot. Congratulations again for top admits to some of the most competitive MBA programs. And from Lilac Buds, we would wish you all the best for your study abroad journey from you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Karan. Thank you for this. And honestly, thank you to your entire team also for helping me in this entire process. And honestly, I think I will always be a big cheerleader for you all. And I'm all out there supporting you, helping our students out there.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.